here. It's 10 o'clock. We got a lot to do. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to call this April the 21st, 2026 meeting to order, please. This morning we have our invocation that's going to be led by Pastor Kevin Knight from the First Church of the Nazarene. We appreciate you being here and doing this for us, sir. And the Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Commissioner Bedwell. If you're able to stand, we'd love for you to join us at this time.
Would you join me as we pray together? Gracious God, we give you thanks for this day, for the gift of life, and for your grace that is over all of creation. We thank you for this city that we call home. We thank you for its citizens and for all of those who serve the citizens, whatever their role may be. We believe you are in all things, especially in the ordinary, and so in the routine procedure and business that must be done this day, we pray that you would grant wisdom and grace and your presence. And may all that is done be done with a heart toward justice and rightness, and may we be brought together in unity and peace. We lift this prayer today in the name of Jesus Christ our Lord, who reigns with you in the Holy Spirit, one God forever. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you, everyone. City Clerk, if you'll take note that everyone is in attendance this morning.
The QX1.
And if we could have an approval for the April 7 minutes from the commission, please.
Motion approved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for the approval of the minutes from April 7, 2026. Any discussion? All in favor say yay.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. All right, thank you. So we have a rather full and fun and great day of proclamations and recognitions this morning. And first up is going to be introduction of the 2026 Dothan Queens. So if they will, and with Rhonda Pasibi, join me at the podium, please. So just so you'll know, parents, when we get lined up in a little bit, you're more than welcome to get where you need to be to get that good picture in, because it's all about the pictures. We want to get the pictures. And when we have this many beautiful ladies all in one spot, we want to do that this morning. I want to say how much I appreciate Rhonda and her group of people that have continued to make sure that our Dothan pageant has been run and been run well. I appreciate that on behalf of the commission. We appreciate all of your efforts with that as well. Thank you, young ladies, for participating and being a part of that. And at this time, I'm going to turn the mic over to Rhonda and let her introduce all of the young ladies.
Well, we would be remiss to not recognize the City of Dothan for all they do to help make this program what it is. I just want to give you a brief. This year we were able to, in partnership with several colleges like Troy State University, Wallace College, and Enterprise Community College, award $68,000 worth of scholarships to young ladies in the Wiregrass to continue their education. So that's amazing, and we're thrilled about that. But we could not do this without the support of the City of Dothan, and we are very, very grateful, and we hope to stay in that good favor and have that support. So we appreciate, we have the best leadership that we could have, and everything that we do is in line with the mission of Love Dothan. And I'm super excited to introduce these young ladies to you. They're going to do a phenomenal job this year. They have lots of community service projects coming up that will benefit the city of Dothan and the people that live in Dothan. So first off,
Good morning. My name is Landry Douglas, and I'm Miss Dothan 2026. I'm so excited to be here today, and it's truly such an honor representing our town of Dothan, and I'm so excited for the projects that we will do throughout our community this year.
Good morning, I'm Caroline Johnson, your Teen Miss Dothan 2026, and like Landry said, I'm so excited to see what all we can do for Dothan this year, and I'm so excited to be given this opportunity.
I'm Caroline Taylor, Junior Miss Dothan 2026, and I'm really excited to be spending time with my sister queens.
Hi, I'm Mary Patrick McCommon, your Young Miss Dothan 2026, and I'm really excited to spend time with my sister queens and hang out with them.
Hi, my name is Ivy Grace Dawson, your Little Miss 2026, and I'm so excited for the parties.
Hi, my name's Anna Chase, your future Little Miss Dothan 2026.
and just while they're taking pictures, I'll let you know that these young ladies, if Miss Dothan and Little Miss Dothan, will represent the city of Dothan at the National Peanut Festival pageant that happens in October. And all of these ladies will be representatives of the city of Dothan and ambassadors on the community service projects that we do. Thank you guys for having us today.
All right, y'all just give me 1 second. We get everybody situated. So next we have our Dothan Leisure Services. Woo, voice is changing. It's not a good sign. Dothan Special Olympics basketball team.
Let me get one of the medals. Let me get one of the medals.
How are you? Hey, Coach. Hey, morning. All right. Hey, good morning.
This is a great group, and we are so proud of them and wanted to make sure that we brought them in here this morning to recognize them publicly and allow you to see them as well, and then join in as we congratulate them on their accomplishment. So this morning, if you'll allow me to read their certificate of recognition, and then I'll turn it over to Director Billy Powell. Whereas the city of Dothan recognizes our athletes as an important part of our community. And whereas under the leadership of head coach Henry Small and assistant coach Cassidy Brown, the Dothan Leisure Services Special Olympics basketball team recently won the state championship in Auburn, Alabama. And whereas this accomplishment required skill and determination, teamwork, and focus on selfless commitment to others, and whereas this outstanding players represented themselves, their families, and their community with honor, and whereas the city of Dothan extends our congratulations to the entire team and commends the players and coaching staff for their hard work and dedication. Now, therefore, I, Mark Slebo, the Mayor of the City of Dothan, in such capacity, do hereby recognize the Dothan Leisure Services Special Olympics basketball team for winning the state championship.
Thank you, Mayor. First, I'd like to thank you, Mayor, and city commissioners and our city manager, Randy Morris, for your continued support. Second, I'd like to tell you that this is the best therapeutic recreation program in the state of Alabama, and it couldn't be done without the support of Angie running the show for this area, for this manager. So let's give her a big round of applause. Also, I'd like to call out someone in the audience, Elston Jones, the retired recreation director, leisure services director here, and of course, through his continued support is where this program is today as well. Third is I'd like to say that a great accomplishment. Last year they won the gold as well in one division, and my understanding they decided let's move them up to another division, and they took names and won the gold again. So, so again, congratulations on behalf of myself and everyone else, and great job, and so excited and can't wait to see what y'all do next year. So thank you again. I know we have some certificates that we would like to give to Angie, and then we'll pass them out. And again, congratulations and thank y'all. Yeah. Parents, if y'all want to come up front and get some better pictures, you're welcome to do so.
Hey, great job, Coach.
Thank you. Good job.
As Billy said, the therapeutic program is one of the best, I think, in the state for sure. And they keep bringing home the gold, because our next group up is a recognition of the Dothan Leisure Services Special Olympics bowling team. And as soon as they can get in the room, we're going to get them recognized as well. All right, you're seeing in front of you the Dothan Strikers, and I want to read you their certificate of recognition this morning because it is a great day. Dothan Leisure Services recently took 3 teams from the Unified Bowling Program at Doug II Therapeutic Recreation Center to compete in the Special Olympics Unified Bowling National Championship in Reno, Nevada. And whereas the 3 teams that traveled to Reno, Nevada were made up of 6 Special Olympics athletes and 6 unified bowling partners, and all teams did extremely well in the competition. And whereas teams competed in doubles in a 4-man team competition along with over 400 individuals from across the United States and even from Caraco, and whereas Dothan's 4-man team earned a 4th place, 5th place, 6th place finish in their respective divisions, and the doubles team earned a 1st place, 2nd place, 2 4th places, and 2 5th place finishes in respective divisions. They racked up. Whereas Dothan's group also received the first Spirit of Fair Play Award, which is a prestigious title in the Special Olympics USA plans on giving out at each national bowling competition in honor of Marty Allen, the previous Special Olympics Ohio director whose legacy in Special Olympics focused on inclusion, friendliness, and sportsmanship. And to win this award, participating groups nominate others with examples of how Marty's core values of inclusion, friendship, and sponsorship were shown. So what a great award to have. Now, therefore, I, Mark Slivin, Mayor of the City of Dothan, in such capacity do hereby recognize the Dothan Leisure Service Special Olympics bowling team today. What a great round of applause.
Again, thank you, Mayor and Commissioners, for your support. Just a little bit about unified bowling. Unified sports is where you have athletes and unified partners team up together to compete against others. So therefore that they can have the opportunity to compete and do well, and that's what they did with bowling. And going to the national competition there in Reno is a huge accomplishment as well. So, but not only when they replace well in awards and winning, but also, as the mayor mentioned, the Spirit of Fair Play Award. And again, that is nominated by all their peers and competitors within the competitions to point out, and that's a great big honor as well. So again, congratulations. I know that their big trip to Reno was successful, and again, thank you for all the partners for assisting, and also our athletes as well. So, great job, and looking forward again to see how well our next year bowling opportunity is going to turn out. So again, thank y'all and congratulations.
Here was actually part of both basketball
Next up, we have our recognition and proclamation of the Lineman Appreciation Day. This will be Dothan Utilities Director Angie Akos and Assistant Director of Electric Operations Micah Peckham, Line Supervisor Lance Littlefield, and lineman crew members. And a sampling of some of our linemen and that are in service here at the city. Y'all are all behind me, right?
We're ready.
Okay. You know, and I say this every year, but it never means any less. This is a sampling of the type of employees that go out all the time, day in and day out, rain or shine, thunder and lightning, storms, your power goes out and things are in trouble. Our linemen are always there. They do a tremendous job for us in our city, and every time we've ever had a natural disaster of any kind, anything that's ever happened, we have such a great department and very responsive and take care of our citizens very well. And I'm appreciative of all that you do. So let me read our proclamation this morning. Whereas the profession of lineman is steeped in personal, family, and professional tradition. And whereas linemen are often first responders during storms and other catastrophic events, working to make the scene safer for other public safety heroes. And whereas these brave men and women are essential to the protection of our community and our nation. And whereas linemen work with thousands of volts of electricity, high atop power lines, 24 hours a day, 365, to keep electricity flowing. And whereas linemen must also work under dangerous conditions to construct and maintain the energy infrastructure of the city of Dothan. And whereas linemen put their lives on the line every day with little recognition from the community regarding the danger and difficulty of their work, now therefore I, Mark Slivin, Mayor of the city of Dothan, do proudly proclaim April 18, 2026 as Lineman Appreciation Day in the city of Dothan, Alabama. Let's give them a hand.
Good morning.
Morning.
What a fun morning. This was a great commission meeting. So let's keep it alive by talking electrical. So today is always a day that I look forward to. Anytime I have an opportunity to recognize some of our Dothan Utilities employees, it's a good day for us. So before you today is one of our 4 line crews at Dothan Utilities, and I'm going to introduce them in just a minute. I just want to say a couple of words. So linemen, they are a very skilled and dedicated group of individuals who not only maintain the power grid during normal working conditions, but they excel in all of their efforts after hours, on weekends, on holidays, during the worst weather conditions you can imagine. They excel and they take pride in being able to get our customers back in electrical service. So we are very proud of them each and every day for what they do. They are not only dependent on here in Dothan, Alabama by our customers, but they are also dependent on by a lot of other customers out of state, out of our territory, through the mutual aid assistance that we provide during natural disasters to other communities. So they leave their homes, they leave their families during those times, and they go work day and night to try to get our other customers restored. So they work, as the mayor said, in very dangerous field conditions. They work every day, every hour around high voltage electric lines, and so they have to be very cautious and work with the utmost safety to make sure that everyone is protected. So if you will allow me to introduce you here today, if you'll just kind of stick your hand up when I say your name. So today I have Lee Campbell. He is my line supervisor. He has been with us for over 28 years. Hope to keep him on for some time. We have Jamie Weir. He is our lead lineman. He has also been with us around 28 years, but he will be leaving us June 1st. So he's retiring, so we wish him well. Jacob Williamson, he is a lineman first class. He's been with us around 14 years. Chase Fallsgraf, he is a lineman first class. He's been with us about 7 years. I don't see Chase. Christian Clark, lineman first class, about 9 years. Dylan Bonner, lineman apprentice. He's been with us about 3 years. And then Cody Sims is also a lineman apprentice. So if you will give them a round of applause, and I thank you. You can go ahead and shake the commissioner's hand.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. All right, up next is Chris Warren, who's the Dothan Houston County Library System Director. Come on forward for your proclamation this morning. You want to let anybody stand up there, or you want to?
I guess up there.
Put you out in front. Yeah. Did he even warn you, did he? All right. Well, we are certainly lucky and blessed to have two wonderful facilities. Two. I know y'all have some other.
Two in Dothan.
Two in Dothan. Two wonderful facilities in Dothan, Alabama, where we have our Houston County Library System, a joint effort by the city and the county. They do wonderful work for us, and really going to be kicking off their summer here shortly, and as I know, which is a busy season for you guys. Whereas the public libraries make our communities great places to live, work, learn, play, and grow, and whereas public library employees work hard every day to support early literacy, lifelong learning, and community connections, and whereas the Dothan Houston County Library System serves the 71,000 plus residents of Dothan through 3 facilities, a bookmobile, and a variety of digital resources. And whereas last year our libraries welcomed 280,459 visitors, our patrons borrowed 211,704 books, audiobooks, ebooks, DVDs, and other items, and 11,610 children, teens, and adults attended 469 library programs. That is a lot of work. And whereas it is important to celebrate the great work of our libraries, including their employees, friends, volunteers, and trustees, now therefore I, Mark Sleeman, Mayor of the City of Dothan, in such capacity do hereby proclaim the week of April 19 through 2026 is Library Week in the City of Dothan. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Good morning, everybody. I want to keep my remarks brief. I know it's been a busy morning, but one of the things I like to think about sometimes is the fact that if public libraries didn't exist and somebody pitched the idea and said, hey, we're going to have this facility and people can just come in and borrow books, and we're just going to trust that they bring them back. And on top of that, we're going to have some story times, and anybody can show up and bring their kids, and we're going to help them, fall in love with reading and model those skills that they need to develop early literacy skills. And we're going to have computers. So if you have people who are looking for jobs, or they need to access a website, or they need to download pictures of their grandkids, we're going to have that too. And all that's going to be at no cost to our community. I think that if libraries didn't exist and you pitched this idea, nobody would buy into it. But the fact that we have had libraries in this country for as long as we have, and the fact that libraries contribute all the things that they do to their communities, it's incredibly rewarding work. It's incredibly meaningful, and I'm very fortunate to have fallen in love with this line of work. And I'll also say that when I think about libraries and I think about all those things, they represent the best of America. They represent the best of democracy. And knowing that we have all those things for our community is so great. And we're grateful to the City of Dothan for your support. I also want to say one more thing, and that is that, yes, the books and the buildings are all a really important part of what we do, but at our heart, we are a people-driven operation. And what I mean by that is that if it wasn't for the people who made the work possible, who made sure that we had programs, made sure that we had books, made sure that we had all the things that we do, we wouldn't exist. So I want to thank our Board of Trustees for their vision, their leadership, their stewardship, and their guidance. There are 3 of them here today, and I want to thank them: Everly Bolton, Allie Watford, and Delvic McKay. Also want to thank all of our volunteers, including our friends of the library. We have a veritable army of people who love our library, who just held their most successful big book sale ever. And if it wasn't for that incredible support from our community, we wouldn't have that. And then finally, today is, in addition to it being National Library Week, today is National Library Workers Day. And so I want to thank the over 24 people who make our work possible. 3 of them are here: Katie Jackson, who's our Assistant Director for Public Services; Kristen North, who's our Assistant Director for Programs and Outreach, and she's hiding behind the pillar, but Sarah Willis over here, who's our Marketing and Communications Specialist. Our staff are some of the most helpful, most community-minded people that you will ever meet. I'm incredibly grateful to get to work with them, and our community is incredibly grateful to have them doing all the work that they do. So thank y'all very much. I'm in the way.
You good? No. You want to shake their hands?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, next up we have our recognition, the Ordinary People Society, TOPS, Pastor Kenneth Sharpton Glasgow. Or Rodrisha is coming. No? Who's coming up? There's. You can come over here with me. There we go. I'm not gonna make you stand up there. All right. I'm gonna read our proclamation because I think it has a lot of the information of what TOPS is going to be holding this next May the 2nd, and so we wanted to make sure that everyone was aware of that. So this certificate of recognition is honoring the Ordinary People Society, TOPS, for 25 years of outstanding community service. Whereas TOPS, I'm going to shorten it, whereas TOPS was founded in 1994 with a mission rooted in compassion, justice, and service to the least of these, providing hope and opportunity to individuals and families in need. And whereas for 25 years, TOPS has remained steadfast in its commitment to uplifting the citizens of Dothan and the surrounding communities through consistent hands-on service and advocacy. And whereas TOPS has faithfully provided meals and essential resources to the homeless and underserved populations, ensuring that no member of the community is forgotten or left behind. And whereas TOPS has demonstrated unwavering dedication to mentoring and guiding youth, helping children realize their potential through positive engagement, education, and spiritual encouragement. And whereas TOPS has served as a pillar of support through monitoring, mentoring, and ministering to individuals facing trauma, crisis, and life-altering challenges, offering both practical assistance and spiritual guidance. And whereas TOPS has been a leader in reentry services, providing critical support to formerly incarcerated individuals by helping them to reintegrate into society with dignity, purpose, and access to resources. And whereas TOPS has consistently stood in the gap for families and communities and individuals during times of hardship, demonstrating compassion, resilience, and a deep commitment to justice and restoration. And whereas the works of TOPS has positively impacted countless lives, strengthened families, reduced barriers, and contributed to the overall well-being and unity of the city of Dothan, now therefore I, Mark Southern Mayor of the great city of Dothan, in such capacity, do hereby recognize the Ordinary People Society for 25 years of extraordinary service, compassion, and community impact. Congratulations. Thank you so much. I'd like to say a little bit, talk about the parade.
Yes, good afternoon. I hope everybody is doing well. We're so blessed to embark upon our 25th year anniversary with our founder, Pastor Kenneth Glasgow, and our staff that's here today that we couldn't have done this. Also want to mention Mama Tina's Mission House that has been feeding over 300 individuals a day. But we're excited about our 25th anniversary on the 2nd, 7 o'clock p.m. We will be celebrating. We still have tickets, and also we will be doing our first Unity Day Parade, which is supported by our Mayor, Mark Saliba, for District 2, where Philip Kirksey will be leading the line, as well with Asher Havan, the award-winning vocalist of The Voice Season 25. So we look forward to seeing you all line up in the parking lot by the New Beginnings Church in Dothan, Alabama, and we're so grateful once again for this proclamation award.
All right. We have next our communication from the commission. Commissioner Daniels.
Good morning, Mayor, Manager, fellow commissioners, city officials, citizens of Dothan, to our guests from Tuskegee, good morning. Happy to see all of these proclamations this morning, and congratulations to everyone. I would like to take a moment to extend my appreciation for the recent Loop Art Festival, a display of creativity that brought our community together. I had an opportunity to tour the new city town hall. It represents growth, vision, and a commitment to moving our city forward. Let's pray for our youth of our city, that they will put down the guns. Together, we are building a stronger, more connected community for all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. I want to say thank you for everybody for being here and taking your time out. I also like to say our thoughts and prayers and condolences go out to a lot of the families. We've had a lot of recent tragedies over the last week in our Wiregrass community, so we just want the families to know and the friends to know that they have our thoughts and prayers. I also like to point out that on a lighter note that the Wiregrass Innovation Center will be hosting a Canva crash course on Thursday, April 23rd from 5:30 to 7:30 at the Wiregrass Innovation Center. I think that'll be a great opportunity for those who might want to attend. AI is a big thing, as far as technological advancements in our society right now. So being able to take advantage of something like that will be a great thing. So thank you, Dean, for putting that on. Also, thanks again to the Ordinary People Society for doing the Unity Day Parade. That'll be on May 2nd, beginning at New Beginning Church. I think that starts at 11 a.m. So anybody wants to attend or participate in that, please reach out to the Ordinary People Society. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I have no comments.
All right, thank you.
Well, good morning. I would just like to say that we had a strategic planning event a couple weekends ago, and I thought that was a great opportunity for us to get together as a body and to debate and discuss and talk about the direction that our city is going to be moving in the future. It's a very transparent process where the community is welcome to attend, and I think we came out of that with some good ideas and thoughts where this city needs to go, as well as, with the voice of the people being heard, which is why we're up here, right? It's to represent the people. So I thought that was a really great thing, and I was proud to be a part of that. Also, we've been supporting Fort Rucker and Army Aviation a lot recently with some different events. Had the opportunity to go up and host some of our senior leaders at one of their annual conferences, and it's just very refreshing to see how Dothan is stepping up to support our Army and Fort Rucker. It's such an important part of our community, and so I just want to thank all of our staff and all the support that we're able to provide to them. And then lastly, just there's a lot of great things happening in our community. I'm really excited to be a part of that, and there are some shootings. We've been dealing with that. We know that as a community we've been dealing with that, and we support our police, and we appreciate them, investigating, but we all want to work together to make this a safer community. So thank you.
Thank you.
No comments, Mayor.
Thank you.
Couple things. Yeah, one, I think we got our money's worth out of you today, Mayor Smith. That was great. That may have been a record the time you were up there. So one thing it just points out to me is all the incredible things that this community has to offer that people that serve in this community way before us put into place. So it's just I can't think of many things that you can't come to Dothan and do, and it's something for everybody. So I think that's incredible, and I hope that that's what we do. Is this body continues to do things that somebody can look back in 20, 30, 40 years and say, y'all made smart decisions. You invested in this city, whether that's infrastructure or things to do like we had presented today. So I hope we just continue that direction, continue to work together and do the right thing. So that's all, Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you, all the commissioners, for their comments. I think they were very appropriate and timely, so thank y'all for all the reminders as well this morning. And I wanted to say that we are a city that's blessed, and a lot of great things are going on in our city. I had pulled an old newspaper article when we were looking at our topping out ceremony on the new city hall, and there's an old one that was the front of the Dothan Eagle that when this building was started here, and they were celebrating it in 1974, and it said, "A city on the move." And we have continued to be a city on the move, and we're moving in a great direction, and I appreciate all the efforts of the commission and all they do, our staff, department heads, city manager, all the hard work that has been put into years and years of service here. So thank y'all for what y'all do, and I appreciate it very much. City manager, turn it over to you for any report from you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, and one more thing. I am so sorry, I about forgot. I have with me two students from Headland High School that are here as kind of job shadowing, learning a little bit about municipal government. And it is Presley Ash and Kit Quinlanvin. Stand up, there we are, thank you. And wanted to make sure that they were, there we go. This is a little longer meeting, so don't think all commission meetings are this long. So we are glad that you're here and have taken interest in it. Sorry, City Manager, you go ahead.
That's good.
Thank you.
A few things. This Friday night, Performing Arts is going to have another Movies in the Park, screening Twilight. Food trucks will begin at 5:30. Twilight Trivia starts at 6:30. The movie rolling at 7. As always, events family friendly and free to the public. In honor of Earth Day, the city will host a household hazardous waste collection day on April 25th. It's this Saturday from 8 to noon. Collection point is at the Westgate Recycling Center. Any unwanted items like paint, oil, grease, household chemicals, and electronics can be properly disposed of. Also, the Alabama Extension Office 334 Prevention Project and the DEA will have a booth on site to accept all non-liquid medications. Great opportunity to do some spring cleaning. And then the city and Hudson Alpha Wiregrass invite you to be at the Wiregrass Innovation Center on May the 4th at 10 a.m. as we celebrate the grand opening and ribbon cutting of this wonderful facility. That's all I have, sir.
All right, thank you so much. Well, if you're following along on our agenda this morning, we are on item number 7, communications now from the city clerk's office. And first up, we have an application for a lounge retail liquor Class 2 license off premises for the Last Call Spirits located at 1940 South Oak Street, suite number 5. If there's anyone that wishes to speak on just this particular item, if they will, please approach the podium at this time. All right, I don't see anybody coming, nobody from the lobby. All right, so then I can entertain then a motion in a second. Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. If you don't mind, just please state your name when you get up to the microphone, please.
My name is Sharon Ford, and I was just wanting to thank y'all for giving me the opportunity to open a business if I get the license.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Anybody else? Okay. All right. Seeing none, then I'll entertain a motion and a second for approval or denial.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and second is for approval. Any discussion from the commission? All right. All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. All right. We are on item number 8. It's an ordinance, which is 2026-96, and it's amending Chapter 6, Alcoholic Beverages, Section 6-62 of the City of Dothan Code of Ordinances to exempt properties located within a designated entertainment district from the sign advertising requirement and to update exemption verbiage. Need a motion and a second for immediate consideration, please.
Motion for immediate consideration.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for immediate consideration. All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Need a motion and a second then for...
Motion approved.
All right.
Second.
Motion and a second is for an approval. Any discussion by the commission? Okay, hearing none. All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. All right, motion is approved. Item number 9, resolution number 2026-97 is entering into a memorandum of understanding to establish a collaborative agreement with Hudson Alpha Institute for Biotechnology and Tuskegee University to assist with the CARVER, which is the Career Advancement Research Vision and Entrepreneur Readiness BioTrain Internship Program.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion and a second. All right, motion and a second for approval. Any discussion?
I would like to say thank you for the partnership and collaboration. It's just very important in our community, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes, I agree. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much for being here today. We are, I know we've been working towards this for couple of years, and of course, getting the building complete. And so we're excited about today. Looking forward to the signing of the MOU and after a while at the Innovation Center. And then our students coming and being a part of our city and our new Wiregrass Innovation Center. Thank you, Dean, and all of you that made this happen. I think Delvick McKay was a big part of it as well. And so thank you so much for it. We're extremely excited at this time. Thank you. All right. No other further discussion or comment? Then I'll take all in favor say yay.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. All right. Great job. Thank you. All right. Item number 10 is resolution number 2026-98. It's entering into a lease agreement with Camp ASCCA for lodging, meals, and programs for campers during the period of May 18, 2021, and 2026.
Motion to approve. Second.
We have a motion and a second for approval. Any discussion?
I just want to say how important this camp is to a lot of folks. Our Rotary Club has been a supporter of Camp ASCA for a long time, and this is just a really important thing. So I'm happy we're supporting this.
Awesome. Anybody else? Awesome. Good job. All in favor say yay.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item number 11 is resolution number 2026-99. It's entering into an agreement with Fort Rucker Family and Morale Welfare and Recreation to provide certain in-kind sponsorship for various Fort Rucker events throughout the 2026 Water World season.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second is for approval. Any discussion? I think this is another effort on the city's part as well to continue our relationship with Fort Rucker and honor our soldiers from the area. So thank y'all for continuing to put this together. All in favor say yay.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. All right, item number 12, resolution number 2026-100. It's entering into a memorandum of understanding and overtime cost reimbursement agreement with the Drug Enforcement Administration for reimbursement of expenses associated with covert investigative equipment purchases and certain overtime incurred in support of strategic initiatives, activities, and appropriating the funds for the said agreement.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and seconds for approval. Any discussion? All in favor say yay.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 13, resolution number 2026-101. It's rescinding resolution number 2025-55 and entering into a new 3-year service agreement with Train USA Incorporated for the scheduled maintenance of the HVAC systems that are located in certain city facilities.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and seconds for approval. Any discussion? All right. All in favor say yay.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 14 is resolution number 2026-102. It's applying for and accepting funding in the amount of $250,000 under the 2026 Edward Byrne Memorial State Crisis Intervention Program grant.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and second is for approval. Any discussion? All in favor say yay.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 15, resolution number 2026-103. It's agreeing to allow the fire department to issue permits for fireworks display at the Rip Hughes Stadium for the events being held in 2026.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and second for approval. Any discussion or questions? All in favor say yay.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 16, resolution number 2026-104 is approving reimbursement to Houston County in the amount of $42,738 for relocation of overhead fiber lines along the 200 block of North Oak Street.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion is second for approval. This is continuing to be a part of our efforts to get, is this part of Oaks? What is this particular for?
Yes, sir. So
City Hall.
Yes, sir. In connection with the City Hall and City Hall Annex project, we have a lot of overhead lines in that area, and we wanted to get those underground, one, just to where they're out of the way, and they can more safely erect the buildings, but also just to improve the aesthetics in the area.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Any other questions? All in favor say yay.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 17, resolution number 2026-105. It's agreeing to donate $15,000 to Grow Southeast Foundation Incorporated for flight works in support of Fort Rucker and the active duty soldiers.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion is second. It's for approval. Any discussion?
I'd like to thank Melody Lee for bringing this idea and then executing the idea and making this a reality, and also to Randy and Jason for the idea to help financially in this project and our continued support of Fort Rucker. Very, very important to us and our community, so thank you all.
Yeah, a few of us got the opportunity to go yesterday and watch the demonstration, so it was very impressive. So thank you, Melody. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And for the public's benefit, I mean, the facility that they're creating and erecting out there is really to help bring this new technology into the community and help demonstrate it and show how it works and help train and develop the techniques that we need to defend our nation, and that's happening right here in the Wiregrass. That's such an important thing, and our small contribution to that is just one more way that we're showing that Dothan is stepping up to help support our warfighters at Fort Rucker as well as those around the world. So thank you.
Thank you. All right, hearing all the comments, all in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 18 is resolution number 2026-106 is agreeing to waive section 62-101 and section 62-102 of the City of Dothan Code of Ordinances to allow Dothan 5501 to use a PA system at an event being held from 5:30 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. at the Houston County Courthouse on Friday, May 1st, 2026. Do we have a motion and a second? Okay, I don't hear a motion or a second for approval or denial. The resolution then dies from lack of a motion.
Correct.
All right. All right. Item number 19, resolution number 2026-107, amending resolution number 2009-186, is to revise the eligibility requirements and incentives criteria of the Dothan redevelopment district.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion is second is for approval. City Manager, do you mind giving a little bit of an explanation for this for everyone that's in the media as well?
Yes, sir. So the city's had a redevelopment incentives in the downtown area for several years now. They've been amended a few times, but what we would like to do is increase the boundary of that as the map up there shows. And what we're also doing is increasing the investment amount to be eligible from $25,000 to $50,000. And then we're also allowing for interior improvements to be eligible. What we do is we waive the building permit fees. We reduce the landfill fees for half of any demolition that goes on with the projects. And then we also reduce the business license fee for the first 2 years.
All right. Any questions from the commission?
I appreciate y'all taking time to engage in this issue. I mean, it shows that Dothan's open for business, that we're willing to progress with people to attract them to this district. So I think this is a big step forward, so thank y'all.
All right. Anybody else? All right. Then I'll call the question. All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. All right, moving on to item number 20. Resolution number 2026-108, entering into an agreement with Fiserv for the acceptance of credit and debit cards at Waterworld for rental of kiosk lockers.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion and seconds for approval. Any discussion or questions? All right, hearing none, all in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 21 is resolution number 2026-109. It's approving the payment of invoices for the month of March 2026 in the amount of $30,004,549.49.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion is second for approval. Any discussion or questions from the commission? All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 22, resolution number 2026-110, awarding bids and approving other purchases over $30,000 by the city and appropriating the funds for the said purchases.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion is second for approval. Any discussion? All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 23, resolution number 2026-111, approving the advanced travel request for city employees.
Motion for approval.
Second.
Motion is second for approval. Any discussion?
City Manager, I do have one question. When employees are on travel, do we have a particular particular code of conduct or anything like that associated with while they're on official business, or is it just the same as normal?
The employee handbook still is what governs that.
Okay, thank you.
All right, any other questions from the commission? All right, hearing none, all in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. Item 24, approval of an update to City Commission Policy Number 15, alcohol beverage license procedure to exempt temporary special events license requests for properties located within a designated entertainment district from the neighborhood survey requirement and to update the verbiage.
Motion approved.
Second.
Motion and a second for approval. Any discussion? All in favor say yea.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
A motion and a second for adjournment. All in favor say yay.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay. All right, City Manager, we'll turn over the admin portion of the meeting to you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First item on the agenda is approval of the minutes from April 7th, 2026 meeting.
Motion for
Motion.
approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for the approval of the minutes. All in favor say yay.
Yay.
Any opposed say nay.
We have no other business.
All right, thank you, everybody.
If you'll
Like-
come up here,
yeah.
the city clerk can answer your question.
What time does it start? Immediate, so we can head on over. Okay. Okay, sounds good. All right.